stressing it's not going to end the stimulus, which means printing of more money, which means more devaluation of our currency. Quantitative easing, 6 million. Each time in recent years that the Federal Reserve has paused in its effort to stimulate the economy, it has come to regret the decision as premature. Well, nothing the Fed does is by accident or not working the way the oligarchs that own it want it to. They are printing money because they print money, they make money. Simple as that. And they devalue the currency of the nations that they print money from in these central banks. I mean, this is what's going on. This is what they don't tell you on MSNBC or CNN or Fox News or whichever one of these controlled, corporate-controlled media you choose to listen to or watch. Understand and be not in any way, shape, or manner diverted to that truth, from that truth. That is the truth. You are controlled by what they tell you. You believe it because they seem to have pretty young babes giving you this news, or very well-known and long-loved anchors. Did you ever wonder why these anchors, they have careers? Well, that's because you become loving to them. You love your anchor. You love your nightly news host. And then when they make changes, there's still these certain hosts that are all in this public eye here, where you're more interested in the person giving you the news, or I should say not interested, you're more influenced by the person giving you the news than the actual news itself. And that's how this works. That's how this works. So you'll believe the lies. And the sad thing is that these spokespeople, these teleprompter readers, believe the lie too. Many of them. And those that are in the cog of the wheel, helping it to move forward, that are aware, think that their ideology is the way to go. That it's beautiful. We're going to have a one-world government. There'll be no more war. We can settle our differences. Well, then let's dismantle NATO. Who causes the war? You know, all of this rhetoric about nuclear war, again, is all fear-mongering. Sure, North Korea says that they're going to attack the United States. That is ridiculous. They're insane people. Sure, we need to be prepared for that. We can certainly blow up North Korea. They can't even reach us. Maybe coastally off the water of Alaska, but not even close. So, same thing with Iran, who now Kissinger is already saying, Kissinger is, can't do anything about the situation. It's just getting to be even more.
We have a lot of huge problems. We have the nuclear problem in Korea. We have the nuclear problem in Iran. We have, of course, the whole array of problems, each of which, Afghanistan, and so forth. But then we have the financial issues.
Kissinger mentions the financial situation in like passing. It's a big key piece to the puzzle.
But they really are issues of the construction of a new world order. That's what this is about.
Even Bill Maher is complaining about his taxes going up, and he realizes that he's paying for all this. So that some of these lefties are actually waking up to the fact that they're actually paying for this nonsense. And it's not helping the people. See, if these programs actually did work and weren't so abused and pilfered by the elite and those in charge who are criminals. Many of these programs have been set up by communists And I'm not even kidding. I look back at the 2 years almost I'm doing, well, I shouldn't say it's not 2 years. It was a year in October. So it's about a year and a half that I'm doing this. And in the beginning, I was making recordings, and then I did I did live shows, and now these recorded shows, broadcasts. I was very, very cautious about what I was saying, and I didn't want to be thought of as this way and that, but I knew things that I just omitted. And looking back, I'm like, how could I have done that? That is a problem. The truth is that what I'm saying to you and what is hard to believe is all true. There is a communist, for lack of a better word, what do you want to call it? Totalitarian, authoritarian, socialist. I don't know what you want to call it. But it's to get everybody on this program, getting everybody on with the program. You have to be part of this system. And the system is designed to take away the wealth of the American people. Steal the wealth, as they stole it with the creation of the Federal Reserve Crime Syndicate in 1913. I'm working on another piece illustrating how these shows that we all watch, like The American Experience on PBS and the History Channel, are just, propaganda voices and proven. And I expose many things. People don't look at it this way. We have to awaken them to the fact that they're being lied to in a major, major way. And I know maybe people watching right now are skeptical and don't stop watching. The Federal Reserve is the problem. They have devalued our currency. They have caused depression after recession. Back to another depression. They've been exposed, but left in place. Taken away the constitutional right of our government to print and coin its own money, given to a private corporation, who then has a strong-arm Gestapo-esque Stasi IRS collection agency that collects the money. And as of a 1982 Grace report, actually 1981 it was commissioned, and then they shot Reagan, to determine where all this money goes. And Reagan did commission the Grace Commission to find out where all this tax money that's being taken out of, Reagan paid a tremendous amount of taxes. Where's all this money go? Well, they determined, and it's true, it came out in 1984, that every dollar of it goes to pay interest on the national debt, created because they keep printing money that has interest on it every dollar. It's the biggest scam in American history. Reagan changed his opinion about things, though, after I guess he was shot. Cyprus has a bailout crisis, which is shaking the market. And it's really a big problem. And this is why I'm talking about. I have no money in a savings account. I do not hold any money in savings. I do not have any securities, stocks, or bonds. I do not recommend them at this time. My personal viewpoint. I have a feeling that the FDIC is just, again, another fraud. I think that when this all comes down and the Ponzi scheme collapses and the bubble bursts, all of these promises will not be kept. In fact, they cannot be kept because we have over $222 trillion of unfunded liabilities. So only a fool would believe that this can continue. And we can live happy and loving our servitude and embracing it. We actually have over the last 60 years, haven't we, embraced our servitude? They give us the new toy. First it was, let's go back to my lifetime. First things we had is, hey, listen, you remember the generation before us was the 50s. I was born in 67. So you go through the 70s, you had, 8 tracks. Then the VCR came out. Wow, that was heavy. And all of these things have come along, and all of these things to distract us. Meanwhile, it's harder to make money. There's inflation. Wages are down. Prices are up. The value of the dollar is down, and everybody's just so into all these gadgets, you know, and then they had the home computer, oh my God, and then the internet, whoa! You see where I'm going, ladies and gentlemen? Do you see what's going on? Do you see how important it is to share this broadcast, to share Truth Talk News with everyone you know? Do the research here. I speak the truth, and we need to awaken people to this reality. And this is where it's going to go. I mean, it's going to hit Cyprus. It's going to be a domino effect. And Europe and Asia now having similar troubles in China. Let's wake up. It's coming. Be prepared. Have food on storage. You know, have storable foods, canned goods, pastas, water. You really, I know it sounds the extreme, but it's not. We are not extremists. We're realists. You know why I'm so concerned today? I'll tell you why. Because the Eurozone finance ministers demand on Sunday that Cyprus pays up to 10% of their bank deposits in exchange for a bailout to take more money away from the people. These bailouts go into nothingless land. Where did the trillions go that the bankers stole? They prop up the economy. Oh yeah, we're loving it. It's because we have such an engine that they were able to use our engine as they're giving us less and less fuel to run, but they're getting the peak performance even though it's on less and less fuel. And then they just finally sputter out and parts need to be replaced, so workers are laid off, but the profits have been maintained. And what worries me the most is that it's coming here, as I said. It's coming here. The Obama administration is drawing up plans to give all U.S. spy agencies full access to a massive database that contains financial data on American citizens and others who bank in the country. This is what I think is the thing. They want to know who's got the money, where the money is, and how much it is. And then they can approximate from this information they gather how much they can steal. I'm Howard Nima. Thank you for watching Truth Talk News.